go for it back with another bangers YouTube video. Y'all know how we doing it. Back at the next game. Y'all saw this last episode. I played the Atlanta Hawks. Can't say anything else on that one. Anyways, hope y'all having an awesome day. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and put a like on this video. If you want to follow me, look up my TikTok or my Instagram at her.bestieNick. You know. If you know how I am, you know how I put myself. I either put a dot or an underscore. But hope y'all are having an awesome day and enjoy the video.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Ay, what you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. What you know about rolling?
Thanks for joining us on a picture-perfect Sunday night for some NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, folks. This is Brian Anderson. I'm with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaking out. You look at Atlanta, they're in a solid spot right now, 5th place.
Checking out Atlanta, it really hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for, but they're still in the hunt for a high postseason seed.
Well, the goal is very defined. They have to have a strong finish to the season and make sure they get home court advantage for at least the first few rounds of the playoffs.
And before we tip off here, it's time to hear from our reporter. Hey, Allie.
Well, DeJounte Murray's overcome a lot. Fell to the 29th pick in 2016 over concerns about his tough past. Then an ACL tear cost him his 3rd season. Last year, in All-Star, he said, quote, "There's nothing like being respected, working hard, and being willing to learn. I'm from Seattle. We're built for this." Brian?
Great story, Allie. Thank you. Everyone's still finding their footing in this early part of the season, Grant. How important is it to get off to a really hot start?
Oh, it's so important to get off early to a good start, B.A. You really want to build some momentum early. In some ways, it can really set the tone for the rest of the season.
And now the Atlanta Hawks starters. Young runs point with Murray at the 2. Hunter is the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5. And for Phoenix, Crowder and Ayton the bigs. Johnson is out there with Devin Booker. And it's Bridges in at the 3. So Atlanta will get the first possession. Out to the right wing. Young against Johnson. Outside Murray. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Hunter against Bridges. Now Young with a steal. Outside Hunter. Outside Young. Collins with a screen on Johnson. Young misses. And it's Phoenix's ball.
And you know what, Trae Young? He almost embraces being the villain to other teams' fan bases. It's like he feeds off the fans heckling him on the road.
Crowder outside. Booker against Murray. Booker's shot is good.
He's so dangerous from the mid-range. Booker's feel is uncanny.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. There's Young with the 3. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Grant, as you said with Young, he's been the villain in the playoffs more than a few times.
Yeah, B.A. Players who can embrace that are good for the NBA. Trae Young has fun being a thorn as a visiting player, and he always backs it up with his play.
Atlanta with the ball, coming off a Suns make. Young with it. Kicks it out to Collins. Shot clock at 5. Murray against Booker. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Now here's Murray. 15 in his last outing. Crowder against Collins. There's the triple. And Ayton pulls it down.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
Johnson with it. Picked up by Collins. Bridges against Young. Bridges passes to Johnson. He drops it from range. Johnson's got 5.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Bogdanovich has checked in for Young. And a chance now to look at the highest scoring teams in the league from last season. 5th, Phoenix.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
For Atlanta, they've gone 0 for 5 to begin this game. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry. And they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
And he's going for the oop here. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Murray passes to Hunter. Outside Murray. Oh, they need this. The kick to Hunter. Bogdanovich on the wing. Booker defending. Bogdanovich, that's good.
And Bogdanovich doing a great job of separating from the screen.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, and in close games like this one, BA, you need toughness. Guys who will run to the fight and get after it.
Outside Johnson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. He has 7.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And here's Johnson. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. Crowder outside. Clock at 6. Bridges finds Crowder to the middle. Here's Johnson. And it's Phoenix with another.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. So for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Ennis comes in for Hunter. And Holiday subbed in for Murray. We've got 33 seconds left in the opening quarter. Johnson against Holiday. Takes a step back. Booker, the pass to Bridges. Back to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. And the Suns get another 3.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Oh, there's the alley. Crowder with a steal. Outside Johnson. And at the buzzer, count it.
Just textbook. Kept his cool and waited for his shot.
That's exactly how you want to close out the quarter, too, with some confidence.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. The Suns on top. They lead by 13. And we'll be back in just a minute with... Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Devin Booker out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
And we've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
Pass to Holiday, picked up by Okongwu. With some arc, the shot by Holiday, no good. Phoenix has got all 4 threes to drop from downtown in this game. Bridges passes to Booker. And here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
And we're now about a minute into the second quarter of play. Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brett, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
To halt the run. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I mean, Trae Young, do you love the confidence? I mean, he is boiling over with it.
And Young will challenge your defense from every distance, Brent.
Yeah, look, this guy, B.A., has unlimited range, has an elite floater game, and you bring in 2 guys defensively, and he'll find the option that's open.
Free throw is good. Young.
And the next step for Trae Young is just having that ability to focus on the defensive end and make some impact plays there.
And both free throws good for Young. All right, Brent, you're part of the front office. Take back the curtain a little here. What do you guys do that the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, the draft process is a lot more in depth than people would ever realize. And one of the biggest things, BA, that you have to take into account is what it is, not just talent-wise you're inviting into the building, but the character and how it fits around what you've already established. So taking one guy that might be a player that you think is a great player might not be great for the current team that you have. And so the layers, they run pretty deep.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Murray finds Young. Fires the 3. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And the Suns get a another three.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
There's Kaminsky with a three. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound. Booker's got 4 rebounds now. You know, before they moved to Atlanta, the Hawks had a lot of playoff success. They made the NBA Finals 4 times in their first 12 years, and they won a championship, Brett.
Yeah, recent years haven't been as kind, but getting...
Oh, man!
Oh!
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Outside Johnson. 1:50 left to play in the first half. Outside Hunter. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Hunter's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
What I like about that is Hunter did not rush the shot.
Left side Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Here's Young. That has to be encouraging. Sinking one after missing his first 5.
And what makes Young an all-star caliber player? Well, he can beat you with the jumper and the bounce.
Outside Booker. Back to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Murray passes to Capella. Here's Hunter. His last outing, we saw him score 13. 6 to shoot. Back to Capella. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Well, the decision making a little bit better there. Hunter looking more comfortable on these pick and roll sets.
And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Collins comes in for Kaminsky. Bogdanovich has checked in for Murray. And Holiday subbed in for Young. Johnson got a hand on it.
Great defense. Stingy was Hunter on that play, and a great reaction. That's firing his team up.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Outside Bogdanovich. Shoots over Booker. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen. And so it's the Phoenix Suns up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Back to the game after this break.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far. And gang, how important is it to be holding that #1 spot during the regular season?
Shaq is going to say it's not that important because when he did finish first, those Rockets that our team I was on, we beat them.
In the finals.
In the finals.
It's not that important.
See? You
See
knew
what I
it.
mean? See what I mean? See what I mean?
And now, looking back on that first half, things were really clicking out there for the Suns.
It's been a 3-point barrage for them. They're making the extra pass. They're turning it into good shots. Oh, man, this team is playing great. They rarely give the defense a chance to recover.
And they let it fly, making the defenders cry.
Oh, are you rhyming over here?
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Phoenix has gone 6 of 6 from downtown thus far. Here's who Nate McMillan is starting the second half with. Hunter is the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young runs point with Murray at the 2. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
And so it's Atlanta with it. Now here's Young. Pass to Murray. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
And the DeJounte Murray trade sort of came out of left field. Seemed mutual as the Spurs went to a younger direction and wanted Murray to play for a contender. A trade where everyone involved gets what they want.
Outside Booker. Back to Johnson. Now Crowder. Shot clock at 6. The shot off that time. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Pass to Young. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Now here's Hunter. Three-pointer. The rebound by Bridges. Outside Johnson. Here's Booker. Shoots a fadeaway. Another one falls for Phoenix.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
And he lobs it up. Oh, deflected and stolen by Booker. Bridges against Hunter. It's Bridges on the wing. And he drops it in from the low post. Bridges has got his second basket on the night.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Murray from outside. It's hauled in by the Suns. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Inside. Young with the double team. Johnson passes to Crowder. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Atlanta making some changes here. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Ennis comes in for Hunter. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for Murray. Johnson against Young. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. That one falls.
That's Trae Young's role out there to score and score often.
Now Johnson. He's got 27. Booker, the pass to Johnson. Pass to Crowder. 5 on the clock. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Here's Ennis. He's guarded by Bridges. Collins with a screen on Johnson. And he makes it. Young's got 8 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Bridges, right side. Back to Booker. From behind the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
He's lighting them up. Tough to strategize a comeback when you're being run over.
Pass to Collins. And here's Bogdanovich. Back to Collins. Crowder with a steal. To the inside. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Young against Johnson. Bogdanovich down low. It's hauled in by the Suns. Bridges has got 4 rebounds in the game. And he's going for the lob. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
30 seconds left in the third quarter. Young against Johnson. Pass to Ennis. They need this. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. The Suns have gotten 7 of 8 shots to fall in the third quarter so far. Outside Johnson. Hayden with it. He's guarded by Kaminsky. Booker for three. Another three for Phoenix.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And so it's Phoenix building an insurmountable lead. Come on, they're up 38 points at the end of the quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Johnson is out there with Devin Booker, and it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Up top, Johnson. He's covered by Holiday. And the Suns get another 3.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And he gets that one. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, B.A., they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Here's Holiday. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Oh, and Johnson with a block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. Here's Holiday. Grant, you look at the playoffs last year. I mean, a lot of big-name stars struggled to deliver. Is that every year, or you think that was an anomaly?
You know, B.A., I think it was a bit of an anomaly. I mean, I think you think what's happened in the league in the last few years with the bubble and then the restart last season, there's been a lot of basketball played, and I think it's impacted a lot of players. So I think moving forward, we'll get back to a level of normalcy with the rest of recovery of the offseason, and big-name stars will continue to excel and thrive in the years to come.
The Hawks have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Holiday against Booker. Holiday passes to Holiday. Outside Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Holiday. All alone. Another miss by Holiday.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Pass to Johnson. 3-pointer. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Johnson's got 44.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Johnson against Holiday. On the wing, Holiday. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. And it's Phoenix's ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. From deep, Johnson. And the three-pointer goes. Johnson's got 47 points.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line, and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Pass to Okongwu. 1:51 left to play in the fourth. Here's Holiday, covered by Johnson. Holiday passes to Holiday. The Hawks need to get one up here. No good from outside. And it's Phoenix's ball. They've outscored them 16-2, not slowing down. Another one falls. Amazing. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Kaminsky is screen on Johnson. Holiday with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. And Kaminsky slams it home.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Suns.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game from Waller.
I just loved his defense. He took pride in swatting away a bunch of shots tonight and made his impact felt.
And the first one at the line is good. Ennis, he's checked in for Atlanta. DeJounte Murray comes in for Holiday. He's perfect from the line this time. And so here's Phoenix. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. From deep, Johnson. Another three for Phoenix.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Picked by Kaminsky. Unloads from 13. Murray, no good. Crowder with it. From deep, Johnson. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Johnson, second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Atlanta, Aaron Holiday. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Holiday hits them both. Here's Johnson. The three. Buries it from 3.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. Now our New Balance Player of the Game.
Alright, that's it for the video for the day. I know I ain't been talking much. I don't feel like really talking as much, mostly because it echoes when I speak. So I've just been muting when I play. But I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I ain't really got much to say. Hope y'all had an awesome day. Peace in the Middle East.